Welcome in Aquarians to your December monthly tarot reading. So we are, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus Aquarians out there. We're going to take a look at December, last month of the year. We're already here. We have the holidays this month. Pluto's now in Aquarius. So you probably really felt that lead up to November 19th when Pluto finally moved for good into Aquarius, or at least, you know, for the next 18 to 20 years. I'm not exactly sure when Pluto moves into Pisces, but definitely in our lifetimes, Pluto will never be in Capricorn again. So that's good. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up this month now that there's been that kind of big energy shift. November was a doozy. So let's take a look. As usual, pull a couple oracle cards to see kind of what the foundational themes are. And then I will pull some tarot cards. If you're interested in a private reading, take a look at my website. You can schedule one there. It is in the description below. Also, you know, now that the holidays are here, I have an Etsy shop as well. So if you're so inclined, take a look. I do handmade crystal jewelry. And all of the jewelry is Reiki'd, cleansed and activated, and also same cleansed and activated in the full moon. So I lay those out in the moonlight. That's definitely a recommendation for you guys that are into crystals and things like that. You definitely want to cleanse them every so often, and you can do that you know, by setting them in the ground at night under the moonlight, if you can. As for us in the north, we're moving into the winter, so in the winter sometimes, you know, because there's certain stones that you don't want or shouldn't get wet. So you could lay them in the snow, but just make sure you're not putting certain crystals where they could get wet. Or, you know, if you know, obviously that's the ideal situation because then it gets that like earth energy plus the moonlight, but you could just set them like in a windowsill or something as well, and that's still doing its the moonlight's doing its magic on your crystals. So just want to call that out. You can kind of personalize your crystals because you can, all crystals have metaphysical properties that help, again, energetically, emotionally, or physically too. So you can kind of take a look and see if you're looking for a gift, what that special someone, friend, family, partner, kind of what they're needing at that time or what resonates. And sometimes you just pick based on what you're drawn to and what resonates. So just wanted to call that out. So let's get started, Aquarians. Month of December. What's going on here? Focus. Stillness. And Voyage. I heard Voyage of the Heart, but also, you know, the voyage could be anything that, something where you're needing to go somewhere, move. It could be like a trip, but also could be just, you know, internal voyage, a voyage of the heart. There's a lot of, you know, this aligns with like the holidays and just like peace, comfort, and joy, right? Just the stillness of the season. We're moving into winter in the Northern Hemisphere. And I think it's a time, it's almost like, what do you call that? Like in, not limbo, but it's like a transitional period where like nothing's happening. You got to take a pause, like no action. Because I do feel like potentially for some of you, the voyage is happening after the holidays, and it's time to just kind of rest, find your peace, not do too much. But there's this essence of focus, right? Focus on your dreams and desires, I'm getting. Keep your eye on kind of your dreams and desires. And it's in the stillness of the mind that you'll hear more from your intuition and get more downloads and guidance around kind of the next phase, which is like more taking action and actually going somewhere. So let's take a look. I got these new cards, and I want to call out, it's Sirius Tarot Company. They're on Etsy, and these cards are just beautiful. They're kind of Christmas winter theme. So obviously I'm going to use those for December for the holidays. So let's see what else we got. The Hermit. There, same thing, stillness. There's that, again, like this going inside more. You know, it's like, I don't feel like there's a lot of, if there's a situation or relationship, I feel like there's not a lot of communication. There's not a lot of action with the Hermit, right? It's all about internal spiritual, you know, awareness, wisdom, just taking some time to really connect with yourself. And like, what is it again? What is it I'm focusing my intentions on? Or where am I focusing? And if you're focusing on things that don't add value to your heart or soul, I think that's some little bits, tip of wisdom there is why are you focusing on things that don't, again, add a lot of value, that are really aligned with who you are now? Look at Empress. Because even in this deck, the Empress is like, she has her eyes closed and she's really tuning in. There's that divine feminine intuition. The divine feminine, she creates by going within and through her energetic frequency, through aligning with love and the light there. And it's through that you are the Empress. You have really evolved a lot, I feel, spiritually. Look at this, the Fool. So you are, it's like you're preparing. It's like you're preparing for a new journey, a new path. You're going on some sort of new path, something new. And December is kind of, again, like I said, this time to just like take stock, kind of rest, get ready, right? Because there is a big change here. There's a big change, and it could be an ending of something and a beginning of something new. And you're ready here. We got the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Cups. So you're definitely going towards something that you're going to like more, that you're going to really enjoy more. The Nine of Cups really is about like, what's your wish? Getting what you want. The Eight of Wands is like finally movement. There's that Voyage too. I feel like this is kind of what's unfolding underneath here. So there is this essence of moving. Again, that could be actually moving houses, location. It can be just there's some sort of change here and you moving from something to something new. So something may have had to end. And it's like, it's kind of like a new investment. Like you're ready to, I do feel like there was something that you did put time, effort invested in, but you decided the juice wasn't worth the squeeze anymore. Like it just wasn't worth it anymore. And now you're investing in something brand new. And there's a new journey here. So I like that. Six of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. I do feel like you were really inspired, or something kind of kicked you in the butt that gave you some passion to finally kind of, again, make a change. And this is like a new passionate beginning for you. Like I think you're really passionate about wherever you're going. With the Six of Wands, I almost feel like it was a battle. Like there was something that just didn't work out and you maybe felt like you didn't win. Like there was a battle in some sense and you just didn't win. But I feel like it's okay. Like because it was meant to, it's like you didn't win because it just, the universe was like, no, you need to make this change. Like this is going to be better for you. So you are going to win out in the end. You may not fully see it yet. And something that's a lot more balanced for you. And I feel like maybe too, you were not being appreciated for what you did. So this again could be work, job, it could be a relationship, just any sort of situation here. But it's almost like you have a lot to offer. You also give a lot. And it's like finally you're like, I want to be in work, a relationship, situation, or around people that actually, you know, give back. There's that equal give and take here. Five of Wands. Yeah, there definitely was some sort of differing of views. So we talked, I referred to maybe there was this battle that, and it's almost like there was a situation where I feel like there was, it's just you were on different pages or you just didn't have the same perspective on things. Instead of people seeing you for who you were and what you added value to the group or to the situation, it's like they just, again, either wanted to take or you just felt underappreciated here. It could have ended with some sort of like big falling out. And that's when you really decided like, nope, I'm going to do something different here. Yeah, it was really in your intuition. You just knew. Like you just knew it was time and it was time to make this change or to end something. And I feel like there's a sense of like feeling a little stuck. And maybe you're trying to look back at the situation and get a different, it's almost like the universe is saying you need to see it in a different light, because it wasn't like you failed or, you know, there was something wrong with you. Again, like the universe was just needed you. There's something better for you. There's something else that you need to do. So it's not anything about failure or just, again, like, did I not give enough? There's this stuckness around, and this could be a pattern too. Like you could be an overgiver and just like you give and like you're just constantly in situations or relationships where it's like they don't give back or appreciate you for what you do. I'm just gonna, yeah, endings and new beginnings. I like that World card. There's like a closing up of a chapter that I feel like is again really good for you. There is a new offer coming in here. So if you're starting something new, if this is like a relationship that had to end, I do feel like there's something coming that's going to be a lot better. There's definitely passion and love in regards to that if it is a relationship. Um, if you are worried about money or just feeling out in the cold, so if this is work or career related or financial related, I do feel like there's a little bit about, there could be a little feeling stuck in regards to money right now, especially around the holidays. But I feel like what's what's coming is something, you know, abundant and good for you. I'm just going to see, what is this Hanged Man, 5 of Pentacles about? 10 of Pentacles. So definitely I think there is some aspect to this reading around money and just feeling the tightness or just feeling concerns with money. For a small percentage of you, this could be about family and just, again, with the holidays, but just maybe you're feeling out in the cold in regards to family. There could have been some conflict and just feeling stuck. Like it's almost like your hands are tied, like there's nothing you can do to make the situation better, which does kind of, again, bring you to this place of feeling out in the cold and lonely. And especially when it's time to really have, you know, the time with family or connections, that could just be heavy there. But there's some sort of patterns that just have to like end, and you need to stand up for yourself. And again, it's like maybe you have invested a lot of time to try and give and like keep these connections going, but it's like they don't give the same back to you. So there is kind of a theme about giving and receiving, and there definitely is a change that needs to happen. But you're going towards a new path that I think is going to be, or it is going to be, what you want. And you can feel it. If you're not sure what this change is yet, with the High Priestess here right in the middle, it's like you're feeling it. Like you can just intuitively, you know it's coming. What's the 5 of Wands? Yeah, it's like manifesting something new. It's like it's like learning the lesson around this situation. I think it was difficult. I think there might have been some loss or heartache, about sadness about the change, but you are looking at the situation, at what happened, and like, okay, what do I need to learn from this? And I do feel like you're taking that learn and you're actually able to manifest something, or, you know, you have the power to kind of create whatever you want now. And so that's really confirming this, that you're on a new path of creating and manifesting something that's a lot better. So good things, Aquarius. There's definitely that push forward. And Aquarians, you know, with Pluto and Aquarius now, I mean, this is your time. Like, this is really going to be, you're going to be the one that's most impacted. And there's this essence of needing to really expand out of just thinking of the self, or just focusing on certain people, and like really seeing what is the best and highest path for all involved in the situation, instead of just like saying, oh, well, I'm going to do this because it's good for them, but it's not good for me, or it's not good for, you know. And maybe in reality, there's a bit of a distortion here of like, well, you think it's good for other people that you're doing certain things or staying in a situation, but ultimately it's not good for everybody. Because if it's not good for you, it's not good for everybody. So there is this shift, right? You have the High Priestess and the Hermit, which are the two highest kind of spiritual entities in the deck. So there's this essence of getting this new spiritual awareness, and new understanding of your situation and why you got to where you are, and kind of really now focusing on like what's my path ahead, and is it aligned with who I am now, and is it what I really want? Okay, it's not just doing something because again, you feel stuck, right, in a situation, or hey, everyone else would like it if I do this. But is this really what's best for me? So that's kind of what you need to think about this December. But yeah, hopefully that helps you guys, Aquarians, and you guys have an amazing holiday. I will post, as usual, the weekly readings, so take a look at those to get kind of the weekly updates of what's going on energetically. But yeah, I will leave you with that, and I will see you in the next reading.